Hey guys, so this is my first time turning this on, but Aaliyah and I are getting our bus tomorrow. We're gonna go look at several different buses, bus lengths. We're thinking about a 5 window for our conversion, but man, tonight is just crazy for trying to process. It's super exciting. So I guess this is the official start to our vlog. Yeah, we're gonna document this whole process. We're gonna build it out, and I am so excited to share more with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. What's up, guys? We're on our way to St. Cloud, Minnesota to start looking at some buses, and we're super excited. We're going to be looking at some 4 and 5 windows for some short school buses, and I just think it's going to be really great. We're going to keep posted with you guys later. Up in St. Cloud, and we're stopping to get some food quick, but we're 5 minutes away. So excited.
Alright, so here we have a bunch of pictures that we took from the bus, and we kind of thought it'd be nice to explain a bit further on what exactly happened.
Yeah, so we ended up buying a 6-window bus, which was actually the first bus that I ended up talking with the guy on Facebook about. It's kind of a flip decision. We did look at a few of the 5 windows, but unfortunately all of
and a couple 4 windows we looked at. Or
I don't think
there was 2. There was one that was already sold on a lot, and then there was another one in the shop that was being prepared.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but unfortunately all of those windows were about 1.5 times the price. So.
Which, I mean, so they were about almost $8,000 for the smaller buses. They weren't exactly newer, but they had less miles.
Yeah, some of them had less miles.
They were getting some body work done, which to us is pointless because we're going to redo everything anyways.
Yeah, and some of them actually had more miles too, and they were that much more expensive. And so we figured might as well go for more space so we can fit a king size bed.
Yeah, king size bed is super important to us. So, and it was cheaper, and we only brought $5,000 of cash with us, and we forgot the other card. So it was either get this bus or no bus, and we were totally sold once we saw it.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't as I don't know. Something about the picture of it kind of made it seem a bit more daunting than when we were in person actually looking at it.
Yeah, it's not as big as it looked online.
Yeah, exactly. And then Connor test drove it, and that went really well. So that was kind of, yeah.
And this one's a diesel engine too. The other ones that we looked at were all gasoline engines, and the diesel engines are known to last about twice as long before needing to replace anything major with it. So that was a big factor in why we ended up choosing this one. So, and it's got about the same fuel economy as the smaller buses too, with the gas engine rather than the diesel one. So figured might as well go diesel and have something that lasts longer. We're going to try to make it as energy efficient as possible. It's a huge goal of ours. Maybe even someday convert it over to an electric bus engine. We'll see.
With a lot of money and time.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, driving it back was interesting.
Yeah, we drove it for 2.5 hours back, and...
Well, Connor drove, I drove our car behind him, and I don't drive very much, so it was nerve-wracking for me to...
And guys, this was my first time ever driving something this large, too. Driving a fucking bus, we were going next to semis, and I was looking at them, and I was like, man, I'm not much lower than you at all.
Yeah, no, just a couple of feet shorter.
Yeah.
That was it.
and then I had to fuel it up on the way home, and because the fuel meter it would literally just bounce up and down, and slowly would go down. So I brought it. It's my first time ever filling up with diesel, by the way, also. So if you've got any tips with that, leave them in the comments below. But I put the nozzle in, and there's nothing that like sets it in, just like with a regular gas tank. And I fill it up as much as like it would let me. But then when I like started the bus again, it only said that I had 3/4 of a tank full of gas.
And we only put like
diesel.
$45 worth of gas in, which we were like, ooh, how much is this gonna be? And it wouldn't even fill up past $40 something.
Yeah, I think like by the time that I'd driven like another hour, it had already gone down 1/4 of a tank according to the diesel meter. So I mean, I don't know if it's the fuel sensor or what's up with that, but
we'll have a maintenance person look at it.
Yeah, either this bus really uses a lot of fuel or that fuel sensor is broke, and I'm really hoping that it's just a broken fuel sensor, because otherwise I think it only gets like 8 or 9 miles per gallon of diesel, which would really suck.
Well, you've been researching other ways that we can make it more fuel efficient, meanwhile.
Yep. So the biggest thing that I found with a diesel motor, which I think that this bus probably has this case, is that the fuel injector doesn't time it perfectly for when it injects the diesel into the combustion. So that's when you see big plumes of black smoke come out of diesel engines. That's actually just unburnt fuel that got hot but not hot enough to actually combust. So I'm thinking that hopefully replacing the fuel injector is going to fix some of the issues with our fuel efficiency, but it's like, and even like a half a mile per gallon difference in fuel economy is huge in buses like this, so we're going to do everything that we can.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm loving the 6th window. We've got about 112 square feet of space that we get to work with now, which is huge.
For sure, enough space for a king-size bed.
Yeah, I mean, like back when we first started thinking about going nomadic, we were looking at small Sprinter vans, and it's like some of those only have like 62 square feet, so it's almost double that. So we're excited.
Yes. All right, what else? What else of like buying it?
The guy was nice. He wasn't what I expected, but he was a nice dude. And
it seemed like a small business or like small bus dealership.
Yeah.
And he said that he got some other people buying buses for the same reason why we were, which I think was cool. So he was trying to he was giving us some advice about that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's been a couple weeks now. We're filming this later.
Yeah.
It's been a hodgepodge mess.
It's cute though. He had his daughter at work and she was doing homework and stuff like that.
Yeah. They were very sweet.
It was nice. It's a nice experience. We've actually already started some of the work on the bus, which we're going to show in the next video. But
and then, yeah, I mean, I feel like it was really worth it in the end. We got, I think it's kind of nice to start with a little bit bigger of a vehicle than what we originally were intending. The difference between 6-window and 5-window is actually only about 3 feet of length difference. And it seemed worth it, like 3 feet more, $3,000 less. It's our first time doing this. We're complete amateurs, looking at most of this stuff on YouTube and like through how-to videos on YouTube and learning from other people's experiences. So I think, worst case scenario, we have kind of a rough bus in the end and we learned a lot. So, and I totally accept that. Like, I think this is just such a fun journey that we're on now.
for sure.
Alrighty, so I think that's pretty good.
Alright.
See ya next time.